Hi guys, thank you so much for your patience. We are just done with the makeup, and now this is the beautiful lady that was doing for me makeup. I believe she looks beautiful, and right now we just want to hear her story. You know, our goal is always to inspire, to impact, and make people see things in a different way. So karibu sana.
Thank you.
Yeah, so can you just tell us your name? Who are you?
My name is Maryann
From?
Yes, from Juja.
Okay.
Yes, I have been raised up in Juja.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So here, where are we?
We are in Kenyatta Road. Yes, it's few kilometers from Juja.
From this, and it's
Yes.
just from the stage.
Yes.
And guys, this is her working place, and we have seen it good to come and share this story here. Ndo ikue reality, isikue tuna create. So Maryann, just to start off, you have been raised in Juja. How has life in Juja been?
Let me say I was born in Nairobi. But I think from nursery school, we are two. I'm the last born.
Okay.
We have been raised with my mother and my grandmother. So being raised with your granny, you know, it's a beautiful life. Growing up with your shosh and grandfather.
Okay.
It was a nice experience, you know, getting to learn quite a lot. Kuenda shamba, kutafutia ng'ombe, you know, hizo vitu zote tumefanya. Kulelewa na shosh it's a beautiful experience.
Wow.
So I think for me, my childhood is a long story. We can take a whole, video to record. But yes, it's a beautiful experience.
So it's a beautiful story. And maybe just before we continue, you have said your experience in Juja has been a beautiful story, but Juja is known as a place of bang and all that, but you have been raised there, and you're working around there. What can you say about it?
I think if you have the seed of God, I can say I am born again, and the prayers of our parents have preserved some of us. And being raised in church since when I was a child, I remember we used to go for Sunday school in my church place, you know. So being raised, I can remember even the scripture. There is a scripture we loved to quote.
Yeah.
We were saying it in Kikuyu, Luke, Luke 2:52, Luke 2:52. So I can remember, I have so many memories with how we were raised in church and all that. I think in our generation and in our time, things have, grown with a lot of speed, because most of the experiences when you're growing up in nursery, primary school, I was in Terereka. Even a bit of high school, hakukuwa na a lot of things.
Okay.
So now that you have JKUAT imekuwa ikigrow, that's when vitu zime erupt. But the beautiful part of it is I was already grounded in God. I was already grounded in Christ Jesus. So it has been easy. That life I have not been, swayed away with the pleasures of life and what's happening in the surrounding that I am in. Yes.
But the surrounding is still that, like it is true?
Yes. But God always have his remnants. There are still people who are standing even in the same environment. But the sad news is so many people are coming out of high school, coming out of, some are even in primary school, and they are really getting lost. But there is still others who are standing, Yeah.
Wow. So Maryann, you have said you studied Terereka in primary school. Where is secondary school?
I was in Gakoi Girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Gakoi Girls
Called
boarding day.
Gatondo. Boarding. It is a girls' school.
So you didn't have this stress of walking all that and all that?
Yes. Because I was in a boarding school.
Okay, then did you go to campus or?
Yes, I did immediately after. I don't know if I'll share this later, but immediately after I had a passion to do engineering, something to do with mathematics and physics.
Okay.
And I wanted to pursue something in that line, so I looked for an institution where I could be able to do engineering, and I joined Railways Training Institute.
Okay, so because you are really passionate for engineering.
Yes.
Why engineering?
I remember, I think Josie, my cousin, was making a joke and she was telling me, remember when you wanted to repeat Form 4? I wanted to repeat Form 4 because I had failed physics, and failing was I didn't score an A. I loved physics and mathematics, so I had a B+ in physics. And I cried. I wanted an A, you know. So not that I had passion with physics and mathematics. I loved, you know, vitu ziko in that line. So I decided to join engineering, but when I finished high school, I wasn't sure exactly which engineering course. Nilikuwa nataka tu nishtue na anything to do with engineering. Na ikuwe, you know, most people say ladies cannot do what men can do. So nilikuwa nataka kukua uyo dem wenye nitafanya hiyo kitu yenye men can do, even ladies can do. I wanted to prove a point, that is one. But the other thing is I had passion with engineering. Yes.
Okay, how did it come out? Because you see, when you grow up, let's say maybe you're in the boarding school, did you have to see other people doing engineering, or you just hearing about it? Like how was it birthed?
I think passion. Yes, I think passion. And the fact that I love things to do, yes.
That go with that.
But in our family we don't have an engineer. Okay. It's only that sasa sisi tumeanza kukua, you know, kuflow in that line. But I think I didn't have someone I was looking up to, but it came out because of passion.
And just knowing how much people speak about it and how much it was rated by then. Okay, so after campus?
After campus, I joined School of Ministry. I finished campus 2018. So 2019, immediately after, I joined Petrem School of Ministry.
Why School of Ministry and you are an engineer?
So when I was in campus, we had a Christian union, the RTI Church, and by God's grace, immediately after I joined, there were leaders who mentored us and taught us the word. And the passion to know God was birthed in us. So I salute, you know, Pastor Richard, who encouraged me sana to join Petrem School of Ministry. Because he had been in the previous class before I joined, that is 2018, and I joined 2019. And why I decided to join, it's because I wanted to know God. I wanted to know how to walk with God the right way, how to live life the right way, you know, not like a pastor, but as a child of God. So,
before you continue, maybe you can clarify to us, because most of us know that School of Ministry is only attended by those who want to be a pastor. Now, when you say you wanted to be not like a pastor, what do you mean?
What I mean is what you have said, the first statement. That when people hear of School of Ministry, I'm a theology school, what always rings in their mind is I will become a pastor, I will become a bishop, I will become, you know, and before you join you must be sure you'll be a pastor. But I realized Petrem is a place, actually their passion is raising the young people. Those who are leaving high school, immediately after high school, before they are exposed to the campus world, they get to be grounded and taught the word, how to walk with God the right way. As an individual. It takes 1 year. It's a 1 year course. So
someone should, if you attend it, or because people join at September, so
yes. So like this year's intake, ilianza I think a few days ago. So they'll be, you know, taking a whole course up to December. They normally have 3 terms up to December, and then they'll be graduating. If you want to continue with the diploma class, it's another 1 year, but you can join the diploma class before you do the, you know, the certificate class. So yes, my desire was to know God, and that was I think that's one of the major best decisions I ever made in life, joining joining Petrem School of Ministry. I was able to walk with God the right way, to be taught how to walk with God, to be taught how to do life the right way, you know. Yes.
So after this School of Ministry, how did your family take it? How did your friends take it? Like, you waking up, we are still here, you have just finished your college. You see, when you finish college, we really want to get a lot of money, and we want to go to get a job and all that. And even parents get relieved. You see, paying school fees is very hard. So you coming up and telling, and being that you've been raised by a mother and a grandmother, telling them that, Mom, you know what, I'm joining School of Ministry. How was the take?
It took a lot of prayers. My mother was not for it.
Okay.
Because definitely the intention of the parent is to see the child succeed.
Yes.
And you have finished.
All the pastors have been.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have finished campus, and you're talking about going back again to become a pastor.
The pastors don't work. You see, that is the belief of people.
Pastors don't work. So unaenda shule kukua pasi. Unarudi shule kukua pasi. So hii miaka yote umesoma, school fees yote imepotelea. But within me, I knew what I was doing was right, and it was to secure a destiny. You know, it was to secure my destiny more than even working for that 1 year. It was really challenging because I had to know how to get school fees.
You can't be serious.
Umesumbua sana, unataka kujoin kitu, sitoi school fees ingine.
Okay.
Yeah, so ilikuwa inaka waste to many, especially family. I mean my mother, and because hawajui, they've never been in School of Ministry, so ilikuwa inakaa ni kama
they don't even know more about
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to look for a way to be getting transport. Niliona the first term yote mama alikuwa anipatia pesa, lakini ni kama tunakuwa na strains, you know, ni kama anakwazika juu anaona ni kama ni waste.
Yes.
So I had to look for ways how I could get transport.
What are these ways?
Okay. I remember there was a Nigerian guy who was in our church, and he was doing peanuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was preparing, you know, cooking, selling peanuts. Na niende alikuwa anajitengenezea. So for a whole term I used to, you know, prepare mbio and then go sell peanuts before class. I'm telling you, it was challenge because
okay.
Mimi naenda kuhook.
When you may grow, my kwana struggle ile ado ifike place hadi wewe unasaidia mama kujisustain, or now history ya ministry ndo sasa ikaleta issue. Okay,
even if I have not been raised in a very rich family, but sikuwa nina filio weight juu ni mother alikuwa ni mama alikuwa ana hustle, you know, mama alikuwa na hustle, shosha alikuwa na hustle, so mimi na flow tu na life. Sasa imefika kwa ground vitu ni different, lazima nipate fare kwenda daily juu ninataka kujua word. So I was selling peanuts.
Okay.
I remember I think God lazima tu atupeleke kwa seasons zingine, yeah. So nilikuwa naenda nauza peanuts asubuhi, najipatia like 2.5 hours, nazunguka nauza. Mostly Gashororo and kunaitwaje?
Kwaremo.
Okay, Juja town na Wetaithie. So nilikuwa nazunguka, utabai peanuts, hata nilikuwa napata clients. Kuna watu walikuwa nauliza even after nimemaliza.
I'm like, I remember the first time I went to Kikomba kutafuta viatu. I was so tired your time ya kurudi, and I was feeling like, but I just finished school. Kwani ndio nilikuwa nasoma. Did you feel such, or do ni wewe unataka like such condemnation, such feeling like ni kama na fail and all that?
I think God alikuwa anani help juu nilikuwa ninapata fare enough ya kuenda na kurudi.
Okay.
Na if kuko na activities huko, juu shida ilikuwa sitaki kuitisha. Hiki tu ninafanya ni mimi ninajitakia. So kulikuwa na grace, nilikuwa nazunguka hizo 1.5 hours, by the time inafika 12 nimemaliza na nimepata fare enough. Okay. Naenda class, narudi asubuhi the same thing. So nilikuwa nachukua orders daily. Zilikuwa zinaenda. Yes, ilikuwa hiyo point ya kufeel wow, sasa ni mimi nafanya hivi, but because ilikuwa push, ilikuwa passion, ilikuwa easy.
Okay. Yeah. So you managed to do peanuts the whole year, or it's just a point that mom just came in, or God brought someone, or how did it happen? Because I don't get it.
The first term ya kwanza nilikuwa napata fare kutoka kwa mom.
Okay.
And then so term ya pili and a bit of the third term, I was doing that. I was looking, nilikuwa natafuta fare mwenyewe. So ile kidogo nilikuwa nipatia ilikuwa ya hizi mahitaji zingine.
Fee ni wale lipa mali aliachilia.
God ali come through.
Ni
story for another day.
Mbona sikizi unangara ni God yote niacha. Hebu tuambie, how did you pay the school fee?
Someone came from nowhere and sorted out the school fees.
Wow.
So if someone wants to do something, have faith. You know, so God always have a way and enough resources. Oh, yes.
Now, ready. You see, sometimes we say God has a way and enough resources, but you see one of your resources which is fair, God hidden it in peanuts.
Yeah.
So as we wait on God and all that, we should be open-minded.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. So you are now a theologian.
Okay, not really. I'm a child of God who is living right.
Not just make us not understand. This lady is a theologian. So you did a certificate. Have you done diploma?
Yes. Immediately after finished, I did diploma. Okay. But yes, so I did the 2 years. But diploma I did online. So right now we have a privilege. That was when COVID came. So we have God has helped us. There is a way out. If you can't do the physical class,
yes,
you can do the online classes. And I'm telling you the truth, I can never regret that decision. It was never a waste. It has made me be the person I am today.
So so you've done your diploma. Have you graduated?
Yes, I graduated from certificate.
Are you doing degree? Because now I'm not understanding this person.
No, they only have, not unless in the future, they only have the certificate.
So do you feel satisfied?
I think in the future we will have to proceed.
Okay, yes. But are you ready to be a pastor now?
No, I'm not a pastor.
Yes. If there is any church that lack a pastor, I am having a pastor here for hire.
I'm not a pastor. Okay. But the school of ministry, it trains you to live life as a child of God.
So after theology and all that, you see you are still an engineer.
Yeah.
Did you go back to your course?
Yes, that was 2019.
Okay.
After I finished, nili graduate. Kulikuwa na COVID sana.
Yes.
Kulikuwa na vitu mingi zilikuwa stuck. So even in terms of job nini, that was the season where nilikuwa nataka kuwa trained in the field work and all that, to practically practice what I was learning in class. And kulikuwa na issue sana, job zilikuwa moja, so many times zilikuwa kunakuwa na strains. Yes, kulikuwa na strains and all that. But what helped me, nilianza kufanya classes za driving, nikamaliza driving, kukakuwa na lockdown. So na job ilikuwa so job ilikuwa moja, which wasn't enough to grow in this. So kidogo naanza feel discouraged, venye watu wanasemanga, students wanasemanga umemaliza.
Sasa ndio unaelewa kwa ground hivyo.
I'm telling you, unazunguka kila mlango ukidrop certificate, ukidrop papers, but hakuna place unapata job. I think that was my experience, going around looking for, applying, kufanya nini, kutafuta hadi, easy jobs za ground. Kufanya wiring and all that. I was able to do a number which really built the career in me. But hapo katikati, I don't know if I'm going ahead of myself, but hapo katikati, I started selling eggs. Yeah.
So nini
sasa struggle sana hadi unaona lazima utafute awe ya kitu ya kupa, kitu yenye itakupatia pesa.
So like you felt like you are also growing and also asking from mom, everything is hard.
I'm telling
why
you,
you started, or
yes, because as much as the parent is willing,
But you also feel for her.
I know, and at your age, you feel like you need to get your own money. So I started selling eggs.
And responsibilities, zingine hata ku-explain. And you are in church, you want to give and all that.
Yeah. So nikaanza kuuza mayai, nilikuwa nafanya wholesale. My uncle was selling, so I had eggs. So walikuwa nauza na wholesale, nachukua na mimi nauza na wholesale. Iliniserve, lakini nilikuwa nachapa, you know, nagonga barabara kana kuuliza kwa maduka kama watu watachukua. Hapo ndio realize haya, kumbe I can do this thing.
Mama unafanya hiyo hustle ya pili. Mnasikia wazee, okay. So you become a wholesale under a wholesaler.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
for how long did you sell eggs?
Well, I can't remember, but a number of months.
Okay.
Yeah.
After that,
I was really looking for a job, and one day my pastor sent something. Pastor Ben akanitumia. There was a pastor friend of his who had sent the, you know, message ya watu wanataka kwenda kazi mtaani.
Okay,
So akanitumia. Oh, me I can't even remember. Akatutumia, so mimi niko like, wait, kazi mtaani. A whole leader in church, a whole engineer,
a theologian.
Where so
now any driver.
Where I'm telling you. So venye ilitumwa, nilikuwa na stammer kama nijaze nisijaze. So I was the first person alitumia. And I decided to apply to send my name and the name of some other guys. Hey, but is it by good luck? We were, you know, selected. A few of us. I was among the few who were selected. Hey, nimefanya kazi mtaani for a whole year. I think I can never forget. So unafanya kazi mtaani. I know most people know. Sisi ni wenye mlikuwa mnakuta kwa kama umesahau kukata kuslash nyasi, unapigiwa kelele, inabidi umerelearn, you know. So
but you did a good job anyway.
But the beautiful part of it, I was not only doing kazi mtaani, I was also evangelizing. I remember in my team yenye nilikuwa, I think 6 people got saved. So I was doing kazi mtaani, but at the same time I was you know, sharing the word. I was praying, listening to sermons. So that 1 year was a whole experience.
So did you stop selling eggs while kazi mtaani came, or you are doing both?
Kulikuwa na slow ya mayai. So ikabidi
focus for 5K after 2 weeks. Guys, that money was a lot.
Well, I'm telling you, nilifanya kazi mtaani. So uzuri wa kazi mtaani ilikuwa ukipata job unaweza enda. But by then remember, bado kukona a lot of hakuna kazi kabisa kuna kazi ya stima. Yes, so
na stima unafanya kwa mtu.
Yes, so ili tusaidia.
After kazi mtaani I think ended towards the end of the year.
Yes.
That was 2020. From there, what happened?
By then, I had already started doing makeup.
How? From where? Why?
Okay. Okay. I think not last year, but 2020. Yeah. 2021. Hapo ndio I was doing practice, you know, kupaka makeup home, napaka watu and all that. By good luck, I had so many products.
Where did you find yourself now doing makeup? Personally, I've never thought of the same, like I can do makeup and all that. You as Maryann, you are an engineer, you have done theology, you have done driving, you have worked as a guy. So unaweza fieka, unaweza tafanya kazi ya kupika kwa watu. You have done these things, and now instead of venturing in one that you have tried, you come up with something new. How?
Okay. Truth be said, I never at any point in life ever thought I would ever be a makeup artist.
Okay.
Ata siku moja, I never at any point in life. So there is a day we had gone for a baby bump shoot of my friends. I used to do their makeup even when we were in campus, because I had products. I had enough products for different shades. So nilikuwa nimezoea.
Unatoa wapi za mom?
Aunt of mine who used to give me because jumi nilikuwa nimezoea kufanya. So ni kitu ilikuwa ndani yangu na sikuwahi notice. Yeah. So nilikuwa napakana tukiwa campus, you know, easy weekends, kukiwa na events kwa siyo nilikuwa nimezoea kupaka watu. But haikuwa ni hit, it's something that is in me, you know.
Okay.
So it came to hii siku tulikuwa tumeenda baby bump shoot. So I was doing her makeup, the ladies makeup.
Okay.
And after I finished, I want to mention him, Pastor Sengo. You know, we were with Pastor Sengo and some other two guys. And Pastor Sengo akaanza kunichocha kaniambia, wait a minute, mbona unakalia kitu? So mimi nashanga, si ninafanya kitu for fun.
Ni kawaida.
Si ni kawaida naifanya tu for fun. Na iko ni hit. Wakaanza kunichocha. Wakiwa na kina Sketch and Ezekiel. Wakaanza kunichocha how I can do this thing as business. But haiku ni click vizuri. So we were learning a certain topic in church about financial freedom. And the last Thursday of the sessions, I think we were doing like 3 months or 2 months, I can't remember. So it's 2 months. Yes, the last session, the man of God was sharing, and he said, whisper a prayer to God. He can give you one divine idea, and that will be your point of, you know, prosperity and, you know, what you'll do in life. Only one divine idea. So I'm telling you, mimi niko hapa, you know, that time where you are not making a serious prayer, okay, compare. But I told God, we were seated and I told God, see God, you just give me a divine idea. I don't think I have a gift. I don't think I have anything in me. So you just give me a divine idea in what I'll do. Remember, I forgot even what Akina Pastor Sengo were telling me. So God akaniambia, do makeup. Yes. By the way, it was very interesting. I was seated and you know, God speaks in many ways, and one of the ways is the peace in your heart and conviction. But for me, I think it was a still voice. I heard the Lord telling me, do makeup, you know, venture in makeup. Actually, the word was embrace makeup. So I was shocked because I had never thought of it at any point in life. Yeah. So nikatoka hapo, niko na psych. I went and I told a friend of mine tulikuwa na yeye, Sheila. I told her, hey, God amenisho nifanye nini? Nifanye makeup. Akakuwa excited because alikuwa ameona kitu nafanya na ananiambia, ai kitu si unaweza. Kuna time nilikuwa nampaka makeup. Kukakuja client akaniambia, you're a makeup artist. Nikamwambia, no, I only do this for fun. Akanirebuke akaniambia, no, ungemwambia wewe ni makeup artist. So when nilimwambia Lynn encourage, and she was very available in practice na yeye. I think that's how Makeup by Maryann was birthed.
Yes. So you are doing on her, a number
of
times.
Her and my cousins, you know, friends, they were very available. I went later when after I told Sheila, they really encouraged me together with my aunt, and then I called my sister. I told her, wait, mimi kama na feel nafaa kufanya makeup. Hata question. She bought a few things, akanibaya vitu kadhaa. So yes, so nikaanza kumbe nafanya kitu. So nikaanza kufanya practice. So I decided, because it was a conviction in my heart that was so strong, I need to do this. Okay. Yeah. So I'm still debating with myself, wait, I am the one who is doing makeup.
And you're moving on.
It's an industry I've never been in. I don't even know how people charge. I don't know even how, you know, you'll know the correct products and all that. Yes, but people came. I was doing practice. I was not like a first timer. My first work, you couldn't say I am a first timer. Yeah.
And you have not gone to school.
Yes. So I decided to go to school. Makeup by Linda. Okay. She really helped me. I salute her. She really helped me in so many. A week. Yes, I did a week. I wanted to explore and know, because it wasn't something new, you know. Hizo hacks kidogo kujua products mpya, venye mtu anafaa kujua products origin, so I learned a lot of things within that 1 week. And then way later venye nilianza kufanya, I noticed a few things that sikuwa nimejua vizuri, so I went to another professional makeup artist, Makeup by Rose. Okay. So I did another whole 1 week And after that, I was really shocked that I was doing exactly like, you know, the ones who are teaching me. So I was only, you know, how do you guys charge? How do you guys relate with clients? How do you get clients? How do you grow and all that? And that's how the journey started.
Guys, I'm challenged. Did you when you go campus, when I get this story? So engineering, why is engineering? Before even we
I think by that time I'm still doing electrical. Nafanya wiring, nafanya repairs, nafanya hizo vitu zote. But imeanza ku pick more than the other ones.
But there are days I used to see you selling discount.
Hey, I'm telling you, we have tried in this life. That was way after COVID, after kazi mtaani imeisha. Nikaanza I think way after niko na way life. I need to know something to do. Juu kama ni makeup, you unapata clients. It's very seasonal. So and then you're starting. Hauna place, haujulikani, watu wanakuwa shock, unafanya makeup, watu walikuwa wanajua mimi ni nafanya engineering. So by the time wana mind zao zina shift, ili take time sana. So hiyo season ninapata job ya makeup, ninapata job ya stima, ninafanya. But sasa nikafikiria, I can start selling the undergarments, you know, the ladies wears, nini hizo. And earrings.
Yeah, true.
So that was not kitambo. Hiyo ilikuwa 2022. Yes, early 2022. Nimeziuza sana. So there is a time someone told me, si uanze kuzungusha hizo vitu, because I was doing online. Uanze kuzungusha hizo vitu. Nikasema acha ni day. I went nikazunguka, I sold 5,000. I'm telling you the following day sikutumwa na mtu. I started hawking alone, you know, and alone, you know, there are people who are looking at me and they were laughing. Una hawk. Ni wewe. Yeah. Yes, so ilini motivate sana and ilinisaidia big time. Yeah, nilikuwa actually most of my products I was able to buy them because of the hawking. Yes, nilikuwa napata do, ndio hiyo nikiongeza stock na buy brushes. Nikiongeza stock ndio nimebuy concealers, nikibuy stock ndio nimebuy foundation.
So this is your shop. How did this come up?
This a prayer come true. That was late last year. It's something that was in my heart. I was really thinking on how I can get a place. But in my mind, I only wanted a small shop where I'll have nails, because niliacha hapo.
Na nails ilitokea wapi by the way?
I think later after nimefanya makeup, nikafikiria, wait a minute, say I can do this thing, because I used to do cutex. So nikasema, say I can do this thing kama job. My aunt has a salon, so nilikuwa nafanya hapo kwake. Kukaka nikaona na feel, I think my journey has been God prompting my heart to do something. Every after nails, after makeup, nails, after makeup, after nails, you know, imekuwa process ya God kunilead. That's why I was saying School of Ministry really helped me. It has played the biggest role, because I was taught how to hear God and you know, yes, how to know this is God. So nimekuwa nikijua God ananilead kufanya hivi. So nilifeel kabisa nafaa kufanya nails. And that's how I started doing nails. Kupata clients moja. Most of my first clients were church mates. They have really supported me. Nimetrain na mikono yao, yeah. And then I started doing gels. Nilikuwa na buy products moja. I remember the first gels I bought, a friend of mine was selling, and alikuwa anauza na wholesale tu dogo. Alikuwa anauza aliniuzianga each 100 shillings. Yeah, okay. Each 100 shillings to dogo. So nilikuwa worried, ni quality. So the first gels nilibuy 900. Juu nilibuy zikiwa 9 different colors. Okay. And then nikabuy the others pole. Kumbuka, na zile vitu tu nilikuwa nazungusha.
So okay.
Ilikuwa ina play sana.
So uka save ndio kanifungua hapa. You have said it's a prayer come true. Can this prayer come true be placed in words? Because some of us, we don't even understand how prayers come true. But when we are given in words, we understand.
Barabara tukifagia. I think it's called for a lot of planning and believing God. Because if honestly I was to depend on what was in the account, this will never be, The dream could never, I couldn't have never seen this fast.
Okay.
But with the support of my family and my mother, this came to pass.
Wow.
Yeah. So right now we are not only, as I was explaining, I say the journey started kitu moja, ingine inaanza, yeah. So right now we are, that I always dreamt of having a beauty parlor.
Wow.
And this is what I have right now. I have, it has, makeup in it. And nails, we do nails. Yeah, we also do hair. So we have employed someone I have someone who I am working with, who is in the salon, And we still have cosmetics, majorly on makeup products, now that I am in the makeup industry. So we are also selling makeup products.
Do you offer training?
Yes, we are doing, I have makeup classes.
Okay.
And we are also introducing the nail classes. The makeup classes, it depends with who the person wants to be. There are people who want to learn, personal training. We have a 1 day, master class, 3 hours. We have 2 days, classes. We have a whole week. We have 2 weeks. We have a whole month. So if someone wants to become,
certificates?
yes, for 1 month classes.
Okay.
Yes. So if someone wants to do 1 month classes, if someone wants to do the 1 month classes, we have certificates.
Wow. So it's a journey and you're still hoping even for better things in your place?
Yes, I'm telling you guys, we are going from glory to glory. Where we started is not where we are today. It has been a journey of consistency, persistency, believing God, putting a lot of effort, asking for counsel and wisdom from the people who've gone ahead of us.
Okay. Yes. So we can't forget, yes, engineering, you've told us you're still working as an engineer, but now you studying theology and all that, and you telling us that you have been born again all that long. How has your journey been as a born again lady?
Wow. As a born again lady.
Yes.
From, as I said, when I was a kid, I was brought up in church. But hiyo ni ile wokovu ya wazazi. Yeah. So when I was in high school, I remember Form 2. It's when I decided to dedicate my life to Christ Jesus.
Okay.
And immediately I started serving in church. Yeah, the Christian Union definitely. Because I was in high school. So when I joined campus, we had a church, the Christian Union.
Yeah.
And I was given the platform to grow and to know God.
Yeah.
So that really contributed big time because I was in the leadership for 2 years. When I was in year 2, I served as the mission coordinator, coordinating missions. Yeah. And when I was in, my last year, I served the vice chair of the Christian Union.
Okay.
Then immediately after I finished, I've been serving in church, Life Church Juja. And I think being given the platform to serve, not only because I am a leader, because I have served, washing church, doing all those things, being given that platform to serve and having people to watch over me, it has really helped me grow in Christ and even know God, and especially that I was able to be trained how to do all these things in School of Ministry. Yeah, so imekuwa journey ya kutembea na God, kuserve God as His child, and submitting to the people God has placed above me. I think that has played a big time.
Wow.
Yes, having people to work with me, because ingekuwa niko solo singeweza, especially in our era, in our time, there are so many pressures, so many things. Yeah. And right now, I have a place where I'm working. There is a lot of commitment needed. With that journey, it is helping me to still even stand.
And commit to
church. Commit to God as His child and even commit to church.
Wow, that's amazing. And now, being that you've done all these things and you are a lady, maybe number one, you can tell us, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
You're not married. Okay, do you rent a house? Like, do you pay for somewhere to live, or you live with your parents?
Yes, I have my own house.
You have your own house. So, having all these, do you have a kid?
No.
So you don't have a kid.
Yes.
Okay, why do you work hard that much? And
Yes,
maybe then
yes.
that you can even speak to my fellow ladies who
Okay.
reason differently.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. It's not interesting. I know most can say this. It's not interesting to always seek for help.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons that I keep pushing here. And I think the other thing is I am a go-getter, so I know where I want to go, and I will not start working hard when I get married. But now I have a husband. The house is it house help? Housewives can tell it's never beautiful to be in the house and you're depending on your husband and all that. So for me, I push harder because I know I have a grips of the destiny God has in place for me. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, of my destiny, and I am not waiting to enjoy life in heaven, Nikienda heaven. We are thriving here on earth, and it is by what you do in your hands, so with your hands. So I think that's one of the reasons. Ministry calls for a lot of finances, and it's not easy if you don't have funds.
True.
It's not easy to do ministry without funds. Again, there is who I know I am, and where I know I am going, and where I would want to sit. So I am a go-getter. I push harder to see it become. Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone who is there and you are a young lady, usijipendie masponye, and you know, yes, work hard for you.
Yeah.
You know, do this thing for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy life for you. You don't have to depend on people to spoil you. You don't have to depend on people to, you know, give you money to have your own house,
Give you clothes and all that.
If there's something in you, don't wait. Start now.
Wow.
Start now. There are people who are millionaires and they're 30, they're 25,
They're
and
24.
even 24, and people, they are millionaires. So you can't be, that can't be your story.
Yeah.
Yes, that can't be your story.
Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Maryann. I'm just excited. I believe this is more than enough dose. I don't know if you have a parting shot before we conclude.
Okay, maybe two. One is to tell someone outside there it's possible.
Wow.
Yeah, don't give up. It's very possible. Start where you are. You will become. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
Consistency.
Keep consistency. Start where you are. Hiyo 50 bob unapata, anza hapo. Yeah.
Okay.
And then have people to look up to, and you will know you are not yet there. Even when you feel and you think you're where you are dreaming to be like 3 years ago, you'll know you're not yet there. There is a long way to go. There is a long way to go. So don't give up. Push it harder. Push it harder. Si watu wachache wanafaa kuomoka. Hata kama you know you're the hustler nation. Si watu wachache wanafaa kuomoka. Hata wewe unaweza.
Ama wewe ndio kwa wachache.
Yes, ama wewe ndio kwa wachache. And then maybe the other thing, those who are in the beauty industry, it calls for a lot. I thought it was, you know, unafanya makeup and it's done, but nimerealize up to date I am still learning new things. It needs a lot of practice, a lot of exposure, a lot of knowing what's being done currently. Yes, and confidence in yourself, a lot of strategy, a lot of, you know, because you will, especially if you want an excellent work and all that, you will. When I started, I was, you know, nilikuwa naenda loss mingi sana because you're using original products and then you're charging a very low, you know, and you don't want to scare away clients with high prices. So there is a lot to learn, maximize on the YouTube and even the people who come ahead of you.
Wow, that's a full course. Thank you so much, Maryann, for that. It's a blessing to me myself to hear from you your journey. You see, tunaonanga tu watu maybe and we can't trace it. Hizo season and never nafanya hivi. But now sitting down and tracing that journey, it appears so beautiful. And I'm so happy for you. And I'm so happy that you came here to inspire someone. You see, in Life Plus show, we don't target many, but even if it is one, our heart